I keep looking, the ring light is behind this and I keep like staring at it because it's like so dark in here and my eyes are just like attracted to light like a moth. Hello, welcome to the video. I feel like you guys are crooked because my Bible is crooked, which is what you guys are sitting on. Oh well. But here we are, 10 o'clock on a Thursday, just chilling, hanging out. We got Thin Mints, we have water, I have a face mask on that I actually should have taken off 10 minutes ago, and we have a couple little questions, and that's kind of what we're getting up to. You guys are going to be getting unready with me, because I will have to take this face mask off, actually. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So, I moved you guys up a little bit. Also moved you guys in because I noticed that the farther away I got, the more out of focus I got, which is how cameras work, but I just didn't really think that one through. So I've had this face mask on for about 20 minutes now, and I'm supposed to only have it on for 7. So yeah, I also only have 2 more Thin Mints left in this row, but just good ASMR. Maybe I should make an ASMR video. But I have a whole other package, so don't you worry. The tea. I've been getting a lot of comments on stuff, and so I'm just kind of gonna reply to those bad boys, I figured, instead of just replying to them in the comments, because why not? First comment. There's gonna be stuff about kind of anything and everything. So, like questions about Marymount, which is the school that I go to, like life questions, like Tinder, boys, whatever. Birth control questions, I get a lot about that. And yeah, I'm just gonna be answering like basic stuff. So, first question is, would you recommend Marymount for political science communications majors? So, I feel like Marymount is pretty well-rounded in the subjects department. However, art is like their big thing, obviously, like theater, art, visual arts, photography, etc., fashion stuff. Because that's kind of, you're in New York City, that's kind of like a good place to be for that. But that's not to diminish their other programs. I just feel like their other programs don't get enough, I guess, clout in a way, because no one really like advertises them, you know, because everyone's trying to do like theater stuff. But from what I've heard, our psych program is really good, and our journalism majors are really good, and this question is specifically about political science and communications. I know a ton of people who are in communications and business, and I know a handful of people that are in political science. Actually, I can think on the top of my head, I know a couple people who double major in political science and like digital media, like, or digital journalism, I think is the one. And that's a huge one. So I would say yes, it's good. Obviously, I am not in the major, so I can't say from my own experience, but there are people who are in it, so can't be that terrible, right? A lot of questions are about the theater department, and dude, that's what we're known for. Like, go for theater. If you're wanting to go to Marymount, just go for theater. Like that's the huge thing. I changed my major to theater and new media because I wasn't vibing with the psych major. Like, for myself, I just wasn't into psych. It wasn't an issue with the major because they have hundreds of different psych classes. It's crazy. Like, they have so many opportunities for you to figure out what you want to do when it comes to different majors. Like niche classes that are so specific that you wouldn't think there would be. But I just wasn't as into psych as I thought I was, so I went to theater and new media, which is basically a mix of like videography and theater, which is cool because I like videos and then I like theater. So yeah, but the theater and acting major, that's the one. if you're considering it. Oh. Someone asked what we do for laundry. There's a laundry room in both student housing buildings. I'm in the freshman one, and it's the same laundry that it was last year. It's just like a laundry room. I have another one at the Cooper Square location. I think. I'm pretty sure. That would make the most sense. But yeah. Someone asked what are other New York schools that I applied to. I applied to a lot of schools. Well, I applied to 8, and I had the intention of applying to 12, 13, I think. So I applied to, was it 8 or 7? I applied to Montclair State University, which is in New Jersey, Rutgers University, Newark, which is also in New Jersey, Marymount, LIU Brooklyn, Mercy College, Hunter College, question mark, St. John's University, Fordham University, and I think that was it. But yeah, and I had intentions on applying to NYU, the new school, Columbia, and Harvard is a joke, but I never, but then their application fees were like $75, so I was like, that's a lot of commitment for a joke when I know I'm not gonna get in. But yeah. Another thing, I have gotten a lot of questions about my next plan-in video, which is the birth control that I have. She's still trusty in that arm. Someone asked, do I experience any acne? No, I didn't get acne as a side effect. I mean, I'm doing a face mask right now. My skin isn't perfect. It's never will be. I don't eat healthy enough, and I don't drink enough water. That's for damn sure. But I didn't get acne as a side effect personally. I just got acne as a side effect of being a person, which fucking sucks. But yeah, I got it from just living in New York and pollution, and also living in San Diego. You just get it everywhere you go, at least for me. But yeah, I didn't get it as a side effect. Weight gain, I didn't experience any weight gain. I did experience bloating, but I honestly am not gonna say that directly correlated with my birth control, because I get really, really bloated on my period anyways, and the thing is within my first couple months I was on my period constantly, so I don't think that was a side effect of the next plan-in. I think it was a side effect of my period, which was a side effect of the next plan-in. But I don't think I didn't gain any weight from it. So that's how old I was when I got it. I was 18, so I don't know how old you have to be legally to get birth control, but I think it's 18. Like without parents' permission, it's 18. I'm pretty sure. And I remember I didn't want my dad to know that I was going on birth control, which he now knows, obviously, because I used insurance, and someone has to pay for the insurance. So I didn't think that one through. I was like, oh, this is ASMR again. I was like, oh, if I don't tell him, but I use insurance and I pay for the copay by myself, then he won't know. I was dumb. So he knows, but it wasn't like a big issue. He was like, whatever. I don't fucking care what you do with your body. Do whatever the fuck you want. But I was 18. I got it on May 7th of 2017. So I'm almost 2 years into it. So next year will be my 3rd year. I think I get it renewed within the 3rd year. Yeah. Because I remember, because I was supposed to get it changed out at the end of my junior year of college. So yeah, I have 1 more year and a half with it, and then I'll get a new one. Use female condoms to reduce chances of getting pregnant. Just use condoms all the time. I got a lot of comments about my condom usage. Just fucking use them. I don't know, like they're good for you. But just fucking use condoms. They are very helpful I think if you're with someone and you know you have been with them and you know for a fact that they don't have an STD because you are currently with them and have been with them for a minute, or you just trust them in general, or you love them, or whatever the fuck your reasoning is, I think don't use a condom, I guess. But I 110% recommend using a condom for hookups, for people that you know you won't see again, one night stand, friends with benefit situations, a person that even you do trust, but you don't know their status or they're unsure about their status. Basically any situation where a person is even the slightest bit unsure, don't. Like, you know what? I guess we'll just fucking give this story now. Let me take off this face mask. STDs. They exist. I have only done hookups a couple times. I've had like a consistent hookup situation with a person, and then I have also just done like one night stands. And so a little bit ago, I was like, I want to just have like a little one night stand. And I was like, you know, I'm free, I'm wild, I'm single, why not? So I got on the Tinder, which is I'm a big fan of, an avid fan of Tinder. And I was thinking of doing a video where I swipe through Tinder matches. I don't know, maybe that's weird. I feel like too many people do that, but I thought it'd be fun. Anyways, I was like, I'm gonna do the one night stand thing. And usually the way I do it is I'll talk to a guy for like a couple hours, maybe even a week, just to get to know him, just to make sure he's not crazy. But this time around I was like, you know what, I literally just want to message him and be like, you up. Just matched, and I messaged him. I was like, you're really cute. I don't really use like hot and sexy and stuff. I just feel like that's a little too much, and that's not me. Like usually I'm like very joking about hookups. Like I don't take it serious, you know? Like I'm not gonna be like, you're so good in bed. Like, because it's a one night stand, they can't be that great. So also, like 19-year-olds aren't fantastic in bed. Like that's just a fact. So there was no way I was gonna be like, you're so hot, like I can't wait to fuck you. Like that's not it. So I was like, you're cute, whatever, and he was like, you should come over. I was like, alright, whatever. And we ended up hooking up in his car, and I remember asking him right before, I was like, do you have a condom? And he was like, no. And I always carry one on me, but I was like in the moment I was just kind of like, whatever. And so I was like, are you like STD free? Are you chilling? And he was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Okay, rookie mistake on my part. And I've never really done that before. Usually I always use a condom, or I'm just like, you know, like we're just, that ain't it for one night, like for hookups, you know, like for like a friends with benefits thing. If I like trust the person, then that's when I'm usually like, whatever, like we're good. But if you don't know the person, I usually wear a condom. But I was just like, okay, just like make sure to pull out, because like even though I have the birth control, I just wasn't comfortable with him finishing inside me without a condom if I didn't know him. It's just because even though I know I'm not going to get pregnant, it's still, I feel like that's kind of a little, I feel like that's pretty intimate, you know, and it just like wasn't, that's just not my vibe for hookups at least. And so usually I ask them to pull out, or like if they're wearing a condom, just like, you know. So whatever, we do our thing, it's fine, we're chilling, we're talking, things, whatever. I was planning on getting STD tested around this time anyway, so I go to Planned Parenthood and I'm like, yo, can I get tested? And they're like, have you had sex recently? And I'm like, yeah, a couple days ago. And they're like, okay, we'll come back in 2 weeks, because STDs, they, I don't know what the word is, but they form within 2 weeks, you know, like they generate, they get comfortable, they make a residency down there before they make their self noticeable to the person that they're occupying. So I was like, alright, whatever. 2 weeks go by, and then I hook up with this guy again before I get STD tested, because I was like, why not? So he and I hook up again, and then again we didn't use a condom, which was, that's just me. That's just rookie mistakes. And then a couple days later, I'm starting to get symptoms of what could be from an STD. And I'm like, this is interesting. Symptoms, I'll just do like the ones that I experienced basically, but like a lot of discharge, like very, I would say very emphasized UTI symptoms basically. So pee, burned, it's foggy, weird color, discharge, whatever, like the gross shit that shouldn't be happening with your body. And I was drinking tons and tons of water, like I was a hydrated bitch that week, so I was like, I don't know why my pee is foggy, like that ain't it. So I went to urgent care. I ended up just not going to Planned Parenthood because you have to make an appointment in advance with Planned Parenthood, and it just like wasn't, I wanted to get it done quickly. So I just went to urgent care and I got tested, and this is basically the process for what I did, because I basically knew that I had it, that I had like chlamydia or gonorrhea or something, like the basic ones. So I told him to do everything. So I did a pee test, I got my blood drawn, and then I took a shot and I got antibiotics before even knowing what my results were, because I was like, I just want to prevent it as soon as possible. I don't want to wait a week for results and then have to do antibiotics, you know? Like, it's just like, I want to get it done even if I don't have it, because if you take the antibiotics and you don't have it anyways, it doesn't hurt, you know? Like, it's just whatever. And so the shot was basically an antibiotic shot, I guess. Like, it was just to kill if you had chlamydia or gonorrhea, or I don't know what the other basic ones are. Not syphilis. I feel like that's a little advanced, but like the basic ones, it kills them, and then you take the antibiotic the day of or the next day, which is just like a powder that you mix into water and you just like chug it, and then it tastes like nothing. And then I got my blood drawn, because that's just like for, I think that's for syphilis and like HIV and AIDS and that kind of situation. And then a pee test, that's how they figure out if you have whatever. And then I could have done a pelvic exam as well, but I was like, you know, like nothing feels off down there, it just looks weird. So I didn't do that because I was like, I think I'm fine. So yeah, and then literally like the next day after my appointment, they were like, yeah, you had chlamydia. And I was like, tight. And that kind of sucked. Like, it wasn't like a bad experience, like I laugh about it because it's whatever, but it just kind of, I think getting chlamydia builds character, so there's that. That's what my mom said, at least, too. It just sucks because the person that I was with did tell me that he was cool, and so I trusted him, assuming that he had gotten tested recently and knew that he was fine, when he wasn't, and he lied, and or he wasn't sure, and he didn't tell me that he wasn't sure. Like, he just kind of wanted to get it done, which I understand, but it's still not cool, you know? Like, that's basic respect, you know? Like, if you don't know, just don't do it, you know? Just fucking make out. Like, it's whatever. And yeah, so whatever, it was gone with the antibiotics. It was gone within the day. It was fine. I was chilling. But I did have to contact him and be like, hey man, like, you have chlamydia and you gave it to me, because you know, like, it's just like you know when you don't have it, and you know when you do have it, you know? So I know that I wasn't the one that gave it to him, you know? Like, it didn't add up. And so I was like, you have chlamydia. And he was like, oh shit. And that was it. That was the last time we contacted, which, yeah, that was so weird. And we were supposed to hang out again before, this was before I, like, came back to New York. This was back home over, like, one of the breaks that I had. I've had, like, a billion. But, like, over one of the breaks, this is when that happened. And it was just so ridiculous. And I was like, dude. But, I got tested again 2 weeks later just to make sure it was gone, you know, to make sure the incubation period, that's the word, the incubation period, just to make sure if within the time that he and I had sex the last time, I hadn't gained, like, another one. Do you get what I'm saying? So I went back, got tested again, and I was chilling, which was cool because it went away pretty quickly. But anyways, to wrap this whole thing up, condoms are a great invention. I know they don't feel comfortable, and they're not ideal for anything, but they really save your ass, because the next time I hooked up with someone, we used a condom, and I'm chilling still. So, you know, but this birth control doesn't protect from STDs. No birth control except for condoms protects from STDs besides abstinence, but I mean, I respect your decision, but that's not the road that I'm going to be taking. So, you gotta have precautions. And colleges should give out free condoms. I don't remember, but I know that downstairs in the lobby of my dorm building, they have a huge bowl of condoms. So, like, you know, they're not expensive either. They're like $7. Like, it's not, you don't need the fancy condoms. No one's looking at the condom brand that you're buying. I hate that. I hooked up with this guy who said he could only use Magnum condoms, and I was like, I don't fucking care, dude. Like, I don't care. Like, you didn't have to tell me. I'm not looking at the wrapper being like, oh, he doesn't use Magnum, that means it's not good enough. Like, fuck off. It's so annoying. But anyways, that's my whole spiel on safe sex. I'm just kind of hanging out right now. It's a good time. No makeup, and I'm going off, dude. I'm glowing as hell. And yeah, we're just hanging out. I'm almost done.
What are you doing?
I'm filming a video.
ASMR?
No, it's just me talking.
Oh.
Just me hanging out.
I'm gonna move out.
Okay, I'll see ya. I was filming an outro anyway, so this is perfect timing.
Oh wait, what's this for?
Just for YouTube, just for funsies.
Oh.
Just getting back on that YouTube grind.
Alright, it looks kind of like a seance, am I gonna like it?
Oh my god, it looked like something flew behind me. But yeah. So let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I will be posting more when I get the time. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see ya. Drink water. Be hydrated. Use condoms. Download Tinder. That should be the new slogan. You're welcome, Tinder. Alright, I'll see you. Rock on.